say that falling in love is wonderful. It's wonderful, so they say. And with a moon up above, it's wonderful. It's wonderful, so they tell me.
Roger, it's me.
Jolly good.
Roger, what do you think of this? I'm going to take off your glasses and then the rest of your dark clothes and carry you to my waterbed and there reveal the kind of ecstasy that small crabs feel when at last the tide comes in.
What?
The kind of ecstasy that small crabs feel when at last the tide comes in. What do you think?
Well, we could always try it, I suppose. What time is it?
I don't know. It depends on the moon. The tide rushes in, plants a kiss...
No, what time is it now, today, the time?
Oh. Nearly 7:20.
Oh, God, Rose.
I'm sorry, Roger. I woke up early with this idea for a novel. Don't you like it?
Yeah, it's promising. Go back to sleep.
I can't.
Try.
Hopeless. I'm far too excited. Aren't you excited? Of course you are. You realise what day it is today?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Thursday.
What else?
March the 17th.
What else?
You're getting married today.
Yes.
Congratulations. I hope you'll be very happy together.
Thank you.
Stanley won't be coming round, will he, to pick you up?
No. Stanley's superstitious.
Oh, good.
It's very bad luck for the groom to see the bride before the wedding.
So it is. Oh, my God.
What's the matter?
March the 17th. I'm getting my divorce today.
Yes.
Today.
Isn't it wonderful?
It's certainly symmetrical. Oh, no.
What's the matter?
The suit.
What?
I'll need a suit in court. The suit. Where's the suit? My suit.
On the chair, somewhere near the bottom. You were wearing it the night we met.
Oh, look, Rose. I can't go into court wearing this. Emma will have a fit.
Let her. She can't touch you now, Roger. You're free.
That's right. I'm free. You're right. Still, the children might be there. I can't go looking like a tramp. You couldn't iron it for me, could you? What are you going to be wearing, anyway, for the wedding?
Stanley wants me in something white.
White?
You mustn't be unkind about Stanley. He'll be my husband in a few hours.
Oh, Rose, look, it's awful. What am I going to do?
No, it's wonderful. Come here. Now, look. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing this if you weren't married. It wouldn't be adultery, would it?
Well, not exactly, no.
But with Emma divorcing you...
Yeah.
And me marrying Stanley this morning, well, that's okay. We're quits. It'll still be adultery, except I'll be the guilty one. Do you mind?
No, not really.
And with Stanley going off to wrestle in Doncaster this afternoon...
Wrestle?
Yes, tonight. I'm taking him straight to the station.
You didn't tell me Stanley was a wrestler.
Didn't I?
No, you didn't. You told me he was a weights and measures inspector. His work took him away a lot.
Well, wrestling, weights and measures, it's roughly the same, isn't it?
Well, hardly.
Anyway, the important thing is that we can be together tonight. How long is it now?
How long's what?
Since you left Emma.
It's 8... No, it's not. It's 9 months. Yeah, it gets better all the time. I'm going to need a tie in court. Where's that tie? You knitted me a tie.
Well, there it is. They can't take this away from me. My wedding day.
I'm in court at 11.
Under the bed.
What?
The tie.
Oh.
Come here.
Rose, you don't seem to realise this day's very important to me.
Kiss me.
Yes, but Rose, we haven't got time.
Roger, don't be nervous. Lean on me. Everything will be all right, you'll see.
Oh, Rose. Those two. Okay, thank you. Good morning.
Name?
Flower.
With or without an S?
Without. I've come about my divorce.
Have you?
Yes. Yes, 11:15. My solicitor told me which court it was, but I forgot.
Forgotten. Typical. Flower versus Flower, Court 3.
Fine, thanks. Thanks very much.
Children involved?
Sorry?
Any children involved?
Yes, yes, two. Charles and Arabella. Boy and a girl.
Bloody disgrace. People like you ought to be castrated.
Court 3, was it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Charlie, Bella. Oh.
Take up time, Mrs. Clark. I realise you are upset. If you would prefer to give your evidence sitting down...
No, it's all right.
The clerk will bring you a glass of water, and we'll continue. Mr. Stone Street?
Thank you, Your Honour. And so, Mrs. Clark, we return to the matter of your husband's assault.
Yes,
Precisely, could you describe it, please, in your own words?
he hit me.
Yes, that's right. And?
It hurt me.
Yes, I'm sure it did, Mrs. Clark, but could you describe to the court your impressions of the circumstances which led up to this assault? In your own words, of course.
Excuse me, Mr. Stone Street, but might we clear up this matter of the butter, as time does seem to be pressing, rather?
Yes, of course, I should be only too
Now,
happy.
Mrs. Clark, when the butter hit you, I assume your husband threw it.
Oh, yes.
Was it loose, as it were, a handful, what shall we say?
A scoop?
Yes, that will do. Scoop?
No.
Then it was wrapped, was it, in paper?
Well, half in and half out, sort of.
How would you describe your sexual relations at this time, Mrs. Clark? Were they good?
Just a moment, Mr. Stone Street. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this butter business. It hit you where?
In my hair. Here.
And so, Mr. Stone Street, you'll forgive me if I summarize. The plaintiff accuses her husband, Mr. Clark, of throwing some butter at her and of spending a vast proportion of the time of their marriage, which was 19 years, in the lavatory.
Exactly.
Oh. Petition granted. Mrs. Clark, you are divorced. Decree nisi. Your solicitor will explain to you the procedures whereby your divorce will become absolute. Do you understand what that means?
I never have to see the bugger again.
Exactly. Next case.
Flower versus flower.
Mr. Baxter?
I have the honor, Your Honor, to represent the plaintiff in this case. My client, Mrs. Emma Flower, of 5 Montague Gardens in the borough of Kensington and Chelsea, is seeking a divorce from her husband, Roger Clement Flower, of no fixed address, on the grounds of admitted adultery.
Is Mr. Flower represented? Well, is he?
No, sir.
Are you Mr. Flower?
Yes.
Stand up when you address the court, Mr. Flower. Are you represented?
No.
It's of no consequence, Mr. Flower. Proceed, Mr. Baxter.
Your Honor, the Flowers were married on the 27th of June in the year 1969 in the Church of St. Michael and All Angels in the parish of Chalfont St. John.
See you at the house. You happy, darling?
Very.
You sure?
Quite sure. Are you?
Never surer. It's just that, well, you were looking a bit pensive, that's all.
Oh?
What are you thinking?
Nothing at all. Just making sure I've done the right thing, that's all. After all, I have just married a nobody. You are a nobody, aren't you, darling? You'd be the first to admit it.
Well, yes.
I suppose that's one of the first things that made me fall in love with you. Your honesty. Naturally, all my friends think it's a scandal. Well, they'd be bound to. But I don't care. It's not as if you're going to be a nobody for the rest of your life, is it?
Certainly not.
No. You're a musician. Soon you're going to write a symphony. A big one. Then they'll all see that I was right. Oh, I can't wait.
Darling. Mrs. Flower.
And the couple set off home at Mrs. Flower's pleasant address. Their house was a present from Mrs. Flower's father, Sir Ivor Fordingbridge. Mr. Flower left the record shop where he was employed and embarked upon a career of musical composition.
Darling,
Yes.
can I come in now?
Yes.
Maestro.
To which end, my client has furnished the court with inland revenue returns for the years 1968-69, 1969-70, 1970-71.
Mr. Baxter, this is all very interesting, but could we get on to the breakup of the marriage?
Oh, indeed we can, Your Honor. No adultery is alleged by my client until the spring of 1978. At this time, Mrs. Flower began to notice that her husband's actions were becoming, to say the least, suspicious.
Then I'm right.
Of course you're right. I mean, gosh, I'm sorry to be so vehement, but
You're forgiven.
I feel so strongly about it. Pollution is the biggest crisis that mankind, and by mankind I include you and me, has ever had to face.
Except the Black Death.
Excepting that, naturally. Though, even that...
Was pollution.
Sorry, what were you saying, Clara?
I love you.
I love you too, Clara. And let the pavilion loudspeakers play selections from Delius when Glamorgan are about to lose by an innings.
Think that.
Because, after all, from space, the planet, our spaceship Earth, after all, is still blue. Shouldn't we be talking about that?
Blue.
I love everybody.
So do I.
Except for Delius and the Welsh.
The Welsh, absolutely.
And men smelling of pipe tobacco, sitting in very clean cortinas, listening to Down Your Way on the car radio, and joining in with Vincent Shepherd, sung by the Glasgow Orpheus Choir, whilst on their way to a Sunday evening meeting of the badminton club.
Nothing wrong with nymphs, though, Clara.
And
No,
so I
of
said,
course
fair
not.
enough. If it's for charity, good cause and all, fair enough. They were very good about it, as a matter of fact. They placed these snails, edible snails, weren't they, darling?
Roman snails.
Yes, agreed. Anyway, they placed the snails, 6 of them in all, on my head up here. And coaxed them, I suppose, I'm no expert, with a bit of lettuce and so on, to race over my head down towards my forehead in front here.
It took absolutely...
Rather longer than I'd expected, actually.
Oh, who won? Hannibal. That was the name, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yes, Hannibal. He won everything. He spent his time balanced on a nail file in his box. Well, it developed the muscles of the stomach, you see. Yes, the trainer told me that.
Anyway, it didn't matter who won in the final analysis. The thing was, we cleaned up.
With side bets and everything.
Partly due to that, we may have a new swimming pool in a couple of years, maybe less.
Symbiosis.
Is it?
Interdependence of life forms, isn't it?
Oh.
Not that snails are normally parasitic, but Obviously, in this case, a type of synthetic ecological need was established.
Like us.
Just like us.
For the sake of charity.
Yeah, yeah.
Did Mr. Flower admit that adultery had occurred at this time?
Not at this time, Your Honor. Though such was the gradual degeneration of Mr. Flower's moral behavior that it was impossible for my client to believe anything that Mr. Flower said on any subject.
I see.
Did you enjoy yourself at dinner?
Yes, yes, did you?
You seem to enjoy yourself very much.
Did I?
Yes, you did. Don't hum that.
Oh, sorry.
You don't know what it means.
Oh? What does it mean?
Did you know that Clara carries a recessive gene that'll produce insanity in her offspring?
She doesn't have any offspring.
Oh? And how are you planning to prevent that?
Prevent what?
Don't fence with me, Roger. I'm far too good at it.
What are you talking about?
Just get this into your head, you stupid little suburban simpleton.
Oh, the alliteration's good anyway.
Cheap undergraduate sneering. That's what you're good at, isn't it? And yet you can sit in my house, at my table, eating my food, and asparagus I've gone halfway across London to beg the man for, and sit, as I said, with your tongue halfway down that woman's throat. What? Oh, don't think I didn't see what was going on. And when I tried to point out not just the insult to me or the rest of the guests, not that they weren't laughing at you. Yes, laughing at the ridiculous exhibition you were making of yourself.
Of myself?
Don't interrupt me. And when I simply tried to draw your attention to the fact that this pathetic creature...
Oh, Clara.
Yes! Clara! Clara! Clara!
Emma? I hardly know the woman. I've met her 3 times. She's a friend of your father's.
You worm! Daddy hasn't done enough for you, has he?
Of course he has,
no,
Emma.
you simply want to undermine everything he stands for.
No, I don't.
I understand, yes. Vomit on every open hand he extends toward you. Make his old age a misery while you father bastards with every female friend he's been kind enough to throw your way.
But I don't intend to father any bastards, least of all with Clara.
No, I should be very careful about that if I were you, Roger. I've told you. I know a thing or two about her chromosomes that don't bear thinking about.
Oh, let's not talk.
Oh, don't touch me. You've forfeited that right. Your hands are contaminated.
Emma, I hardly touched the woman.
However, Mr. Baxter, we now have Mr. Flower's written and sworn statement that adultery has taken place.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Who with?
I beg your pardon?
I wish to know who with.
Oh, Mrs. Flower, please.
Mrs. Flower, your husband is under no obligation to furnish the court with the identity of his sexual partner. Think of her as Miss X.
Your Honor, are you married?
Yes, I am. But I hardly think...
On the contrary, I suggest that you do think. I put it to you that it is quite probable that my husband deliberately set out to seduce your wife. It would appeal to his warped sense of humor. Huh? You see! He admits it!
That is quite enough, Mrs. Flower. Your suggestion is impertinent, and I shall forget that you made it. You don't even know my wife, do you, Mr. Flower?
I don't think so, Your Honor.
There you are. Quite outrageous. Any further outburst of that kind, Mrs. Flower, and I shall hold you in contempt. Thank God things haven't reached such a state of depravity in this country that I have to suspect every husband that enters this court of... Well, she's high-spirited, it's true. Tall, uses a monocle, went to Cheltenham Ladies. Ring a bell?
No.
No. No, of course not. Mr. Baxter, let's get on, please. Now, when did this gentleman desert the family home?
On the morning of the 22nd of September last year, Your Honor.
Going.
Out! Just get out!
Yes, I intend to.
You do realize that this is the end, don't you?
Yes.
Once you go through that door, my door, that is, that's it.
Yes, Emma, your door, your doormat, your door knocker, your doorbell, your letterbox, not to mention your lavatory paper, with which I recently wiped my bum. My bum, Emma.
How dare you mention your anus to me? Get out!
If you'll just stand aside.
Oh, yes, stand aside. Stand aside. That's what it's been all along, isn't it? Stand aside and watch you drag me and the children through the gutter. You know what you are, Roger.
An easy lay. You mentioned it last night.
Yes. At least now you don't deny it.
Emma, you're the only lay I have known. But as for its ease, it was like crawling through barbed wire to reach an acid drop recently spat out by a rabid dog.
Oh! Get out!
Don't do that!
Ha! So you're sorry now, are you? You've come to your senses. You think if you grovel and whine, I'll have you back. Think, Roger, this is your last chance.
Goodbye, Emma.
For
think it was for this that you lost your children? Your children who will know, just as everybody knows who comes into contact with you, that you are ultimately vile. Now you can kiss me for the last time.
No, thank you.
But I insist.
No, shan't.
You shall.
No, I shan't.
You shall.
No, Emma, let me...
Roger, do you know what the trouble with you is? Roger! Roger!
Morning, Mr. Flower, sir.
Good morning, Edwards.
Excuse me, sir, there's something very wrong here.
Yes?
The slugs, sir. They're everywhere. Seem to have bred an immunity to the pellet, sir. Super slugs, sir.
Really? Well, goodbye, Edwards.
Horrible creatures, slugs, sir. Once you got them in a place, it's a devil's job to get them out.
Yes. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Mr. Baxter. Those seem to complete the facts of the case. I understand that the custody of the offspring, care and control, etc., has been settled in favour of Mrs. Flower.
Yes, Your Honour.
And that maintenance, child support and ancillary expenses are being determined in judges' chambers.
Indeed.
Then it only needs me to issue the certificate of decree nisi, with the usual pious and possibly empty wish that both plaintiff and defendant will have learned sufficiently from this sad experiment in marriage to equip them better in their new lives. Decree granted. The court is adjourned.
The court will rise.
You got what you want, I suppose?
Emma, would it be all right if I came round to the house this afternoon and picked up one or two things?
Oh, yes, of course.
Thank you.
But, Roger, don't think that this is the end. I haven't finished with you yet.
Oh, Emma, you heard what the judge said. We have to start new, separate lives.
Oh, and just what do you intend to do with this brave new life?
Well, for a start, I thought I don't know.
Well, shall I tell you what I think you should do? I think you should go and see a good doctor. Not that he'll be able to do anything about your defective personality, but by the time I've finished with you, you're going to need a good doctor.
It's probably not a bad idea. So that's it, really, Doctor, the story of my life, up to this morning.
The divorce.
Yes.
Yes. Well, now, the first thing I should tell you, Mr. Flower, is that there is nothing organically wrong with you. Whatever that means. Blood pressure a little on the high side, but that's probably excitement and the anticipation of my fee.
Yes.
Tell me, you drink at all?
A little, yes.
How much is a little?
Ooh, a couple of whiskies in the evening, half a bottle of wine with a meal, that sort of thing.
It's not much, is it?
No, no.
No. Well, try to drink a little more.
More?
Yes, don't rush it, though. That would probably do more harm than good. Just step it up gradually. The same with the smoking, naturally.
Well, I'll try.
Parents living?
Yes. Well, my mother is anyway. She lives in Westmoreland.
Fine.
Yes, I try to write about once a week.
Don't. Don't write to your mother or telephone her. Try to forget her birthday if you can. And the same with any other family anniversaries. Father's death, Christmas, and so forth.
I'll try.
I should expect more than trying, Mr. Flower. I want your assurance, word of honor. Otherwise, it's a waste of your money and my time. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Now. Sex. Are you promiscuous at all?
Well, again, I try to be, I suppose.
But sometimes you don't always succeed, am I right?
Right.
Right. Well, now, I don't believe in being dogmatic about these things. Gone are the days, thank God, when we medical chaps just issued orders and expected the patient to jump to it. But I want you to promise me that you will be as promiscuous as possible. And not just once in a while. Irregularly, that's no use at all. Every day. You understand?
Every day.
That's the ticket. Good. And don't wait till tomorrow. Start today. The minute you leave this consulting room. My nurse can be very helpful sometimes. Come back and see me in a month or two, and we'll see how you're getting on.
Well, thank you, Doctor.
Now, don't thank me, young man. It's what I'm paid for.
And remember, don't write Mother.
The thing to notice about this photograph, children, is your father's bad posture. Bred in him, of course, from generations of slouchy people.
Yes, Mummy?
Charles?
Yes.
Now, look closely. This is a photograph of your father taken just after you were born, Charles. Now, can you see those ugly little blemishes on the side of his nose?
Yes.
Now, do you know what caused those veins to break in the side of his nose like that?
No.
Debauchery.
What's that?
Drink, darling. Lots and lots of nasty whiskey. That's what made the hairs inside his nose grow. You can't actually see them in this photograph, but I expect you noticed them when he kissed you goodnight. Now, this is a photograph of your father's toilet bag. Oh, it's disgusting, isn't it? I told you before your father had really revolting personal habits. Do you know once what he actually did with that toothbrush you see there?
Hello.
Roger.
Married?
Yes. Divorced.
Yeah. It's good, isn't it?
Great.
Let's have a drink.
Let's have lots.
Let's drink to freedom and war. A war between the flowers. Yeah, I like your petticoat. I loathe my wife, my ex-wife. But I love your petticoat.
It's a married petticoat.
That's true.
I like you better already. And my novel, it's so exciting. I decided I didn't like the stuff about the crabs in the waterbed and the tide rushing in, so I changed it. Listen. She handled it like a canary.
Yeah?
She handled it like a canary.
Is that it?
Do you like it?
It's a start, anyway. I can't recall who said it. I know I never read it. I only know they tell me that love is grand. And this thing that's known as romance is wonderful, wonderful in every way. So they say. So they say.